Hi guys, so today's video is going to be an update. I'm in my pajamas cooking myself breakfast, so have some breakfast with me. I'll keep you guys updated. We're going to do all the things, day in my life of going from living in my car to being a gig worker to what my life has brought me to now. So if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned and stick around. So it's 1 o'clock and I have an interview at 5 today, so I have to leave at 4, so I only have 3 hours. And then I'm gonna be up until 8 a.m. tomorrow. Third shift has been a struggle for me, but it's what I need to do currently right now. I am obviously completely wiped out, if you guys couldn't tell. I'm never gonna get dressed up for you. I'm never gonna have my makeup to the nines, my hair done. I'm probably in clothes because I'm literally in my pajamas. And if that's not your cup of tea and you think it's unprofessional, well, I mean, there's other channels where you can watch where people can fake that they wake up every day looking amazing and wonderful and not tired, but you ain't gonna find that here. Let me show you my breakfast and what I'm currently doing. So I always try to have a lot of protein when I wake up so I can survive the entire day, which never works. But anyway, this is 4 eggs mixed up in a bowl with cottage cheese. I'm gonna throw some mozzarella cheese on it, and then we're gonna toast this wrap a little bit and have a burrito of some sort. And over here are eggs boiling. Yes, I'm old school. I don't have a fancy contraption, but Miss Ma'am, as she suckles and just makes a whole mess, she has at least 1 egg every day or every other day. So we're boiling her some eggs, making breakfast. It's been about 3 weeks now since I've been working. A lot has been happening. I'm just so tired. I spent the last 3 days being completely sick. You guys know we're all women here. Most of us, my men, I'm sure you have women in your lives, maybe your children or wives or whatever that looks like in your situation, your sister. Us women ovulate, okay, so it just knocks the bejesus out of us. So the last 3 days have been hell for me. Because of the heat, it's been 95 and above here forever. It's going to be that way forever, and I have to adjust to that. Plus, I'm not drinking enough water, so I just got really, really sick, and I'm recovering from that. Plus, I'm working. But I did take 2 days off of work, and it was really nice because nobody could tell me no. To have a job where you can just be like, I'm not coming in, is the best feeling in the world. Not that I take advantage of it, you guys, because I've been working for the last probably, I don't know, 10 days straight. I needed the 2 days off. I need to throw in a load of laundry. I did get a paycheck, you guys, so maybe we'll talk about that a little bit, but I don't know how much time I have today. I really don't, but I want to continue to make videos for you guys and keep you in the loop because I am really struggling with a lot of things and I don't have the greatest social life. So you guys are my people, you're my tribe, you're my people. You've been with me this whole time. You're my cheerleaders, you're my rocks, and I really appreciate all of you guys so much. So we're going to toast these up with the cheese. We're going to let those finish boiling for about 10 minutes. I'm going to put everything away. So I have a load of laundry that I need to throw into the wash. So I'm going to throw that into the washer while I finish waiting for these eggs to boil for another 8 minutes. And then I'm going to eat. And while I'm eating, I'm gonna sit and talk to you guys about the last 2 weeks that I've worked. Harper made an entire mess on the floor, so I have to clean that up. I got my wash going. We're gonna sit and eat. I have my coffee. The eggs are done boiling, so they're sitting in a pot with some ice cubes. Here is my finished breakfast concoction. So let's sit and have a chat. Now it's 1:45. So now I only have 2 hours to clean up Harper's mess, do the dishes, finish my laundry, take a shower, drive an hour to an interview, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. Maybe I'll do some Shipt or something. I don't see the point of coming back here 6, 7, 8. That's like 3 hours in between, so I might as well just go work because I'm not gonna come home and sleep because I'll be excited. But anyway, I'm constantly thinking about time and the things that I have to do in the smallest amount of time before I'm constantly working, which I hate. I'm sharing with you guys my feelings and stuff because I went from a life that was like this to a life was like that. Keep in mind that my whole life I've done probably the exact same things you guys have done, and I told myself I never wanted to go back to it. So I'm really struggling with that. But I also know that everything's temporary. Nothing is permanent, nothing is guaranteed, and you never know how much time you have. It is really ridiculously important to me to enjoy time because we can't go back, you know. I am doing all of the things I need to do to get what I think would be ahead, but I'm feeling obviously defeated. I'll share with you guys why. And it's literally my life is same shit, different day, and I can't stand it. I miss being in my car. I miss the adventure. I miss doing different things every single day. But, you know, to pro and con it, there's things that I miss and there's things that I don't miss. And there's things that I enjoy while I'm here. And there's things I don't enjoy while I'm here. And number one is every time I cook, I have to clean up my mess. I can't just throw my dishes in the sink and leave my shit all over the kitchen and go to work and then come home and clean it up. There's other people that stay here, so I have to clean up my mess constantly, which I can't stand. But in the same context, I usually do clean up my mess because I'm OCD, but on a day like today where I don't want to do anything, I don't want to do the dishes. I'm getting sidetracked. I have been working at different events. I applied for another company, which I got into. I have not worked for them yet. Today, I have another interview with another company doing the same kind of work, pick my schedule, work when I want to. Why am I applying for 3 different companies? It will be 4 soon. I am applying on Indeed constantly because I need something that is stable. If I had a goal today is I really want to put some sort of dent in my debt. Why do I want to do that? Because I have no car. I'm relying on people for their vehicle. So it's a challenge. It's not a bad challenge, but it's just not convenient for any of us. And I always have to do 3rd shift. I don't know that if getting a car meant that I could do other shifts, but I don't know at this point. I also know that if I do other shifts, I have to get Harper crate trained, which I have been working on as much as I can. I don't have a lot of time to do it, but so far, so good. There is a crate on Amazon that I have been looking at. I'll show you guys a picture of it here. It looks like a piece of furniture that's a crate, and it looks sturdy and stable and big enough for her, but obviously I don't have the funding right now. But it's on my to-dos. I like to share with you guys what I'm doing, what I'm buying, what I'm working on. So I think it's been a week now. Last time I talked to you guys, I was applying for another company. I went to their orientation it was great. I got hired that day. I had to submit all my paperwork, do a background check. So I think just the other day my background check got approved, and now I can go and just pick my hours. So this job will fill in if I'm already scheduled at my first job for 40 hours, the 2 days that I'm off, this job will fill in for that, okay? My goal is to work back to back to back to back to back for as long as I need to, and for as long as my body can maintain that, just to get ahead. I really need to get a car. I really need to pay off my debt. I am paying currently right now, and just alone in credit cards, about, well, I can break it down for you guys if you want later in the video, but I'm paying a mortgage payment on credit card debt. Actually, let me show you. Okay, so here is my bills, you guys, that I'm currently paying every month. And please don't compare your bills to mine, because obviously you guys have seen what has happened in my life. I had to cut a lot of things out, and there's certain things I'm relying on other people for, and there's certain things I can't pay. There's certain things I had to cut. So this is what I'm currently working on. This does not include my food and gas, because it's just a really difficult situation right now. But what I'm working towards, I have to pay my cell phone bill. Otherwise, I just can't get calls. I can't do interviews. I can't schedule myself. So I need my cell phone. My student loans, yeah, I don't have to pay them, but that's probably a bad idea. And especially on my credit cards, I don't have to pay those either, but I'm trying to be responsible. So there is my total of my bills every single month that I have to pay. This alone is what I'm paying in credit cards. Now my credit card, this is a minimum payment, and I added interest. How did I add and figure out the interest? If you guys want to screenshot this, this is one of my credit cards, and how you do the math. To find the interest, you take the interest rate, which this credit card is 29.99%. You break it down into a decimal. You divide it by 365, because that's how many days are in the year. You take that number, which is this, and you times it by the balance that you currently have. That gives you a daily total. So it's $4.34. If you want to round up, you can. And then you times it by how many days are in a month. On average, there's usually 30. So this is how much interest I'm paying, $130.30 just on this credit card alone. So I did it to each of my credit cards. How did I find this? I went on ChatGPT and asked, how do I find the daily interest on a credit card with this balance and this interest rate? So that's how I figured out how to add on interest to my minimum payment. So I'm making more than a minimum payment here. Like this is $394 for this 2163. So 2163 was an additional $165. Well, my minimum payment was $228, so I added $166 to it. Can you see that? So then that's how I got my $394 and $318 and all of these numbers. I just got paid on Friday, and I owed people money because I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul right now. Today is the first day where I actually feel okay money-wise. Like I don't have any money, but I'm okay about it because I paid all the people back that I owed money to or borrowed money from. And I'm still without a car, a home, but I'm eating and I'm surviving. So I got a paycheck. I'm working my butt off to try to save as much money as possible, but I'm not really saving my money. I'm putting it towards my credit card debt. Why am I putting it towards my credit card debt? Because I eventually want to get a car, and I eventually want to get a home of some sort. I have been looking at apartments. All of these apartments out here want you to prove that your income is 3 times the amount of a $1,200 payment for a studio apartment. So 12, 2, 4, yeah. Now that's the money I'd have to be making a month just to get an apartment. So then my next thought process is, well, I can't get an apartment because I can't prove that I make 3 times the amount of who? Like, you guys, these apartments are ridiculous. So I'm like, well, I might as well just look into getting a mortgage. And I know the cost of homes are ridiculous out here, but some of these condos, people want to sell stuff. So some of these condos are going for like $200,000. And I could see me and Harper in a nice little studio or nice little apartment or townhouse, condo, whatever you guys want to call them. Anytime soon? No, but if that happens in the next 6 months, hopefully you guys will be there for that and stick around with me that long, and we can have like a housewarming party. But now, today is not that day. I don't have a car. I've been looking at cars. I've seen a few cars that I've been interested in, and then I'm asking myself, do I really want another car payment? Because I just showed you guys that I'm paying $1,006, and that's not covering gas and food I spend. So I'm not done eating, but I have to take bites and work as I go because it's 2 o'clock and I have to be done by 3 or 4, and I just don't want to. So the first thing I have to do is clean up this. Harper has really bad anxiety, you guys, so when she gets excited, she just likes to chew. So it's all over here and in the front room here, so I'm gonna vacuum. And then I have dishes to do. This is pretty much a daily thing. If you have a dog that has anxiety, you know that you're constantly vacuuming their chew toys. And then they give you... Is Harper afraid of the vacuum? Is Harper afraid of the vacuum? Are you afraid of the vacuum? Do you like to chew on all the stuffing on your toys? Do you like to get spankings? She's saying, Mom, that's not funny. Do you like to go pee-pee and poo-poo outside? Sometimes? Okay. Why are you lowering your head? Are you being bashful? Yes, I know all of the doggy talks. This is, Mom, I'm cute. Let me come by you. Yes, that's my good girl. That's my special good girl. I just wish I didn't have to vacuum every single day. Being in the car with her, I did not have to worry about her tearing up all of the toys. She had toys, but she didn't have a lot of anxiety. Now that we're in this big old house and people around and noises and all of the things, she gets excited, I guess. Now that the vacuuming is done, I have to clean the sink and the kitchen and then go do my laundry. The dishes are done, man. The kitchen is clean. And now I don't even know what time it is because there's about 3 different clocks in this house and they all say different times. So, yep. We vacuumed, we did the dishes, now laundry time. This is how I dry my laundry. I literally hang it up on black felt hangers and I hang up my shirts, you can tell. But this is how I hang dry my clothes, y'all. I just hang it up, which is actually good for moisture in the air too. So that's been my day so far. Wake up, take care of Harper, make myself a meal, clean up after messes and do laundry and all of the things just like all of you guys. But now I have to shower, take a lot of deep breaths. I have an interview. I don't feel like this interview is going to be what I need. Again, it's just a job that's going to fill in something when I need the hours. Maybe we should talk about that a little bit. We're going to go sit outside in the sun for probably about 10 minutes, and then that's it, because that's all I can stand of this heat. Today it's actually 102 out. I need my vitamin D, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way through Z. So yeah, what am I going through right now? Let's talk a little bit about that while I am just sitting here relaxing. Because for me, it's to vent, and I feel like when I tell you guys things about what I'm going through, you can relate, and maybe you can feel it too. It's probably not the most positive, inspiring thing that I'm going to be talking about. It's just the changes that I've been through, and I'm not okay. So when I got my guard card, which I've told you guys about on a live, I wanted to start security, being a security guard, and I don't know what I thought being a security guard would be. I guess it would be like just a little less intense of a version of a police officer. I don't want any responsibility. I don't want any authority over people. I've never been that type of person. I literally just wanted to have this area, maybe like an HOA situation, and patrol it, let people in, let people out, scan IDs, maybe at like a warehouse, like an employee situation, or just stand at a post and make sure it's good. That's what most of security jobs are. So my current security jobs, plural, are with events. So there's many different forms of security. So I am doing outdoor events, indoor events, events as in, whether if it's a sports venue, graduations. Recently there's been protesting at colleges. I think that's actually still going on. So that is what I've currently been doing. Now what happens in Arizona in the summer months is it gets so hot that nobody wants to have these venues when it's hot, hot, hot. And asking around, June, well, probably May, my month is kind of booked, so I'm happy about that. But June, I have no work. I heard in July, you'll have no work either. So, and then August, at the end of August, it picks up again, because that's when the winter months or cooling off months begin, and it's not 112 degrees. I don't like things that are consistent. They're very boring to me. Yes, it's stability. There's pros and cons to many things, and you guys can have your opinions and whatever you're comfortable with and whatever jobs that you're doing. That security blanket that you need, that is you. I have never lived my life with a security blanket, so I don't know what that feels like. I've never had a typical day where everything is the same. I don't like it. I like change. I like surprises. I like adventures. I like unpredictable chaos. Okay? What you are comfortable with is not what I'm going to be comfortable with, and what I'm comfortable with is not what you're going to be comfortable with. And the beauty about that is that we celebrate our differences. We don't go around and judge people, do we? No, we don't. I know it's going to be slow in June and July. So right now I have been applying and applying and applying. I'm getting hot. My hot flash struggle, and I'm sweating. And I'm drinking coffee. So right now, before your eyes, I'm just literally dehydrating myself because I'm sweating and I'm drinking coffee. And yep. I'm trying to find multiple jobs to just make it through June and July currently right now. I'm trying to find something that's a little bit more stable, if you will. Like, I don't want a full-time job. There is actually not many full-time jobs that are benefits full-time that pay nice. It's very rare out there. I've been looking on Indeed for about 3 months now. So if you guys know any other search engines, getting a job is hard. And I think it's funny because, I watch the news sometimes. I don't like talking about controversial things, but you know, the unemployment rate is at the lowest it's ever been. And it's like, are you guys realizing that people are acquiring 2, 3, 4 jobs just to survive? Did we miss that mark? Because that's exactly what's happening. Everyone that I know currently has multiple jobs. I saw this video the other day on TikTok, and there was this gentleman, and just very intelligent and very math guy. He knows his math. You guys know I don't. And he was doing this whole video about if the average person makes this much an hour, acquiring this in rent, paying this bill, this bill, this bill, this bill, this is how much he has left at the end of the day. And it's baffling to me. And here I am sitting here like, oh gosh, I'm gonna make $19.50 an hour. Y'all, when you do the math on $19.50 an hour, 40 hours, my paycheck that I just got was $12.34. Yep.